mobilize your toe first.
So today we are here with Gretchen Blyss from Blyss Chiropractic.
Dr. Blyss.
Dr. Blyss. Gretchen Dr. Blyss, excuse me. So, Gretchen, what are you doing today to, well, I don't know what term you want to use, heal, maintain, lessen the chronic pain that I've experienced over the last 6 years?
Well, we've noticed that for today, especially, is this toe right here, your second toe, has gotten quite stiff. And we're thinking that it's from the constriction of the boot. But you have to wear the boot to stabilize your ankle because your ankle's not very stable. So we have a little bit of a side effect here of some compression on this metacarpal joint. So I'm mobilizing it right now because motion is the key to health and life. That's why we're here, is to move. So the body is meant to move. Being and sitting still is not good. The more you sit still, the better you will get at sitting still. The more you move, the better you get at moving. So, hey, that opened up nicely. Good.
Mm-hmm.
And so now what we're going to do is follow it up with some ultrasound. We'll do some ultrasound here through the tarsal tunnel where the posterior tibial tendon travels. And that will help decrease some of the inflammation that's putting pressure on the structures, causing pain. And then the ultrasound will also act as a stimulant to help speed healing by improving the contour of the tissue.
Fantastic. You see that, people? Like, the lighting in here is kind of rough, so you can't, and this eye touch sucks. But, you see how funky that looks?
Here's our ultrasound.
Ultrasound with some goo on it.
And then the sound wave acts as a carrier wave and it helps penetrate some of the gel into the foot. We're using it for the high frequency vibrational wave, and the vibration helps travel into the tissues and it helps break up deposits and speed healing. It also acts as a carrier wave because it's helping some of this lotion and gel penetrate better into the tissues.
Doesn't that all sound exciting? I really have no idea what any of that means, but I just let her do it because it feels good. And she's a very knowledgeable practitioner, so I blindly throw my trust at her. Not really, but mostly. So essentially, what else did we do today, actually? Because it's when you're dealing with a root issue, I like to call it, like a foundational issue, such as the pelvis or the feet, especially. It affects, I found in my experience, it affects the overall alignment of my body and the mechanics of my body. The body is, like Gretchen has told me many times before, the body is a master at
Cheating.
Overcompensating for certain areas that aren't working properly. So what else have we done today, Gretch, to handle chronic pain?
Well, we mobilized your toe so that your foot becomes more springy and can absorb forces better. When the foot is too stiff, it becomes a poor shock absorber. And then the kinetic forces travel up into the tissues and can compound the joints and increase stress to the joints. So it's very important to have flexible shock absorbing feet, just like the shocks on a car. If the shocks didn't work very well in your vehicle, the alignment would be off. You might even scrape your bumper and you'd have to get more things repaired. It's the same thing with your body. If your feet aren't working well, it's your foundation. Joshua was exactly right. It will affect everything up the kinetic chain. In fact, feet can even cause headaches. The complete opposite of the body. It can travel. It can even be that far-reaching, the effects of it. So foot health is key.
Mm-hmm.
Love your feet.
Love, yes. And just because you can do round-off back handspring back tucks on concrete doesn't mean you should. Learn that lesson the hard way, people. This is what happens when you don't take care of your feet and you are athletically capable, but you don't take care of yourself while doing it. Plus extreme pronation. For those of you who do pronate and are athletically bound, make sure you take care of your feet and make sure they are supportive, because at some point they will break down.
And the flatter the foot, the poorer the shock absorption.
Yes. The flatter the foot, the poorer the shock absorption. That is our lesson of today. All right. So she's going to keep doing this. and you get the gist of it. So this is Joshua and Dr. Gretchen Bliss. I always want to call her Blyss. Long story, I'll explain later. Dr. Gretchen Bliss signing off.
Hope to see you soon.
Yay!